How to Attract Women Effortlessly After 40. The Stoic Way. Have you ever seen it? A man walks in, older, calm, silent, and the room adjusts. People glance. Women lean in. There's no show, no performance, just gravity. That's presence. If you're in your 50s or 60s, you might have been told you're past your prime. But here's the truth. You're not fading, you're crystallizing. Presence isn't loud. It's built through silence, storms, and years that don't break you. Today on Ancient Stoic Secrets, we're breaking down 12 quiet rules that draw others in, not because you're trying, but because you've become. If you're ready to stop chasing and start anchoring, subscribe now. Let's begin. 1. Own your age. Stop trying to be younger. You don't need to fit in with the crowd. You've walked farther than most. You've earned your calm. Your age isn't a limitation, it's a signal. It says you've lived, lost, and learned. Most older men lose ground by chasing trends. They laugh too loud, they talk too fast. But confidence doesn't live in speed, it lives in stillness. The younger woman doesn't want a mirror of her youth, she wants something solid. A man who carries his age like armor, who doesn't explain himself because his presence already did. 2. Don't chase her beauty, see through it. Every man notices a beautiful woman. Few men see past that beauty. When you chase what's on the surface, you fade into the crowd. But when you stay grounded, calm, unmoved, you stand out. She's been admired since she was 15. Compliments bore her. But when you compliment her thoughts instead of her lipstick, she stops. She leans in. You become rare. Stoicism teaches you to control your attention. Not to be blind to beauty, but not be ruled by it. You don't give your power away with stutters and overreactions. You observe, you honor, and you remain still. 3. Command the room without words. Real power doesn't announce itself. It arrives quietly. Most men try to be seen. The wise man doesn't need to. He steps in and the energy shifts, not because he said something, but because he didn't need to. He's grounded. His posture says more than his mouth ever could. Stoic men don't perform. They don't fidget, over-smile, or chase approval. They walk with intention, sit with stillness, wait before speaking. And when they do, people listen. In a world full of noise, your silence becomes a statement, and she will feel you long before you speak. 4. Lead without asking for permission. You're on a date. She asks, "What do you want to do?" And instead of choosing, you toss the question back. You think you're being polite, but to her, you just gave up the wheel. Leadership isn't dominance, it's direction. It's saying, "I made us a reservation," not "What do you want to eat?" It's walking on the street side, picking the best seat, guiding her through a crowd without making it a performance. Women notice when you hesitate, and they also notice when you don't. Leading with quiet strength builds trust. It's how she relaxes. It's how you stand out. 5. Create tension, not just attention. Tension is magnetic. It's the space between your words, the pause in your breath, the stillness in your smile. Most men chase attention, but attention fades. Tension lingers. It's not about being mysterious. It's about being intentional. You don't react too fast. You don't fill every silence. You let her feel the moment. That space gives her something rare, a sense of emotional pull without pressure. Stoicism teaches us this, to hold steady when the world rushes. So next time, don't rush to impress. Just hold the space and let her come toward the calm. 6. Talk less, tell stories, create imagination. You don't need to speak constantly to keep her engaged. In fact, silence is what sharpens every word. When she asks, "What do you do?" most guys say, "Finance." But the man with presence says, "Let me tell you about the time I lost a briefcase and ended up in a stranger's wedding photo." That's storytelling. That's intrigue. It's not about being funny or clever. It's about showing depth through lived moments. Let her feel something. Let her picture it. Let her lean in, not because of what you said, but because of what you made her imagine. 7. Let her chase your calm. You don't need to perform, just be still. She's used to boys who talk too fast and disappear under pressure, but you breathe slower. You respond instead of react. That kind of presence makes her feel something different. Safety. Not just physical, but emotional. Calm is the rarest energy in today's noisy world. It's magnetic. You don't announce it, you don't preach it, you radiate it. And she notices, not because you tried to impress, but because you didn't try at all. You anchored yourself, and now she's curious where that stillness comes from. 8. Touch with your energy before your hands. Most men rush physical connection, but she's already felt you, or she hasn't, long before your hand ever reached hers. True touch begins in your breath, in the way you observe without pressure, in the stillness of your presence. Your energy speaks louder than any move. When she feels seen, not scanned, that's when trust builds. When you move with calm, pause with meaning, let her lean in, you become unforgettable. She doesn't remember the moment you touched her. She remembers how her nervous system felt safe in your space. 9. Don't fill the silence, own it. Presence. And when you finally speak, your words land with weight. Think of the most compelling men. They don't rush, they leave room between thoughts. That pause, that's when she feels you. Stoicism calls this inner stillness ataraxia. It's the ability to remain unshaken. So next time there's silence, don't fill it, let her feel it. 10. Kiss when it's quiet and she's waiting. A real kiss doesn't begin with a pickup line. It begins in the stillness. When she's there, fully present, and you're not forcing anything. Don't ruin that magic by talking over it. Let the moment breathe. Let her lean in. Let her feel the emotional buildup that's been growing with every pause, every glance, every shared silence. The kiss isn't about technique, it's about timing. And timing is felt, not calculated. So when it happens, it doesn't feel like a move, it feels like a release. Like something that always belonged there. 11. Be the gravity in the room. You don't need to light the room up, you just need to hold it down. That's what real masculinity does. It creates emotional stability. She's not looking for someone to take her on an emotional roller coaster. She's looking for the man she can breathe next to. You become the gravity by being centered. Not flashy, not loud, just still, grounded, and clear. When the room gets noisy, you remain. That's what she remembers. Not what you wore, not what you said, but how you made the chaos quiet when you walked in. 12. Don't try to be remembered, be felt. Attraction fades, but resonance remains. She may forget your name, but she won't forget how she felt sitting across from you in silence. It's not about being impressive, it's about being imprinted. You didn't force connection, you didn't overshare. You held the space like a man who doesn't need to be liked to be at peace. That's what Stoicism teaches us. You don't chase the world, you become still enough for the world to come to you. If you felt something in this video, don't just scroll on, reflect on it. This isn't about getting attention from women. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, because his presence draws everything in. Here on Ancient Stoic Secrets, we don't teach gimmicks. We teach grounding, we speak less, we live deeper, and we lead without noise. If you're ready to grow, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then this channel is your home. Like this video, drop a comment with "I move with presence," and most importantly, subscribe. What's coming next will shift how you carry yourself in every room you enter.